What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Pat Cave. Got another unboxing for you today. I've actually got two, and I'm going to split that up into two different videos. So if you want to see the other one, you can. It's one of those Rudolph figures that I've been getting for Christmas this year. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a toy gun, which I'll explain in a minute, because normally I don't buy toy guns for any, I don't use them, need them. But in this particular case, I needed one, and I found this one online, and I thought I would do a review for people that want to see it or that are into this type of thing. So go ahead and stick around, and we're going to take a look at it right after this. And welcome back. Oh man, it's been a week. I got sick. I started to get sick last Friday. Then we had a party Saturday. I got really sick that night for other reasons. Sunday I started to, I thought I was suffering a hangover. As it turns out I was, but it was also me getting sick in general. I think I have the flu or, a really bad cold. I don't know which. Had to work all week. And here we are today. It's Thursday. I finally had the day off to recover a little bit and try and relax, and I figured I'd use the time to shoot a couple of videos for things I had. One of which is this toy GLOCK that I bought. And another piece of exciting news is I finally got a C-stand so I can do a proper unboxing video from an overhead view, and I got some nice lights. So for those of you who weren't crazy about my light before, I'll make sure it's nice and bright for you guys. As far as right now, there's not really a whole lot to see aside from me talking and, a couple things behind me here, which I go over in my videos most of the time. Slowly getting my equipment upgraded though. It's expensive, all the things that you need for productions, between lighting and stands and memory cards, cameras, lenses, it all adds up. Slowly been accumulating things and trying to make my quality a little bit better for people that pay attention to that kind of stuff. Anyway, on to today's event. So the story behind this is I'm going to be shooting a short film with a friend of mine, hopefully two friends. One of them, I'm not sure if she's going to be able to make it, but at least one of my friends is going to be coming up, and we're going to be shooting a little short film. And in the short film, he needed a weapon, and I wanted a gun. Obviously, we can't use a real gun for like a little short film, and it's not safe, and I wouldn't want to do it anyways. So I was trying to find some realistic type weapons, you could use to add special effects to in post. And in this case, one thing I've noticed in a lot of short films when they use fake weapons, especially guns, is that, the majority of them, the slide, when you fire a bullet, there's a shell that's supposed to eject, the slide's supposed to push back, and, you should be able to pull the slide, the chamber around. And in this case, with, airsoft, like I'm not too familiar with airsoft, but I don't think it shoots shells out, I would guess, just because they don't use them. And there's some toy guns, some really cheap ones out there that eject shells, but the ones that do that, a lot of times the slide doesn't move. So I wanted to get this one because I saw this online, and this is through a company called, let me find it. It's called the GLOCK Auto Shell Ejection Blowback Toy from TONYA Toys. And if you're like me, and you're watching this, you're probably wondering, well, TONYA Toys, I've never heard of it before I ordered this gun. I remember wondering, it's kind of suspicious, I thought it might be a little risky trying to order from out of the country from some website I've never heard of, especially when it's a toy gun. Anytime things go through customs, even if they're toys, there can be problems. So I took a chance and ordered it. That was about 2 weeks ago. I think it's been about 2 weeks and 2 days, I would say, so about 16 days. It came the other day, and I'm happy that it's here. And I was going to just open it to use for a little fan film, but I figured for people that wanted to see it up close, this would give them a better look. And then I'll kind of try and, show a little bit too here and there so you can take a look at it and see how it shoots. I think it actually shoots little rubber, it's either rubber or plastic tips, like they're not darts, little bullets, I guess. But it's supposed to eject the shells also. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up and you guys can take a look at it. And here we go. So it comes in this nice box, and it's got a little bit of weight to it. Kind of a cool image. It just says FLG01 Glock fully automatic burst. Ages 6 and up. And there's a look at the sides. It's got some warning information there. And let's go ahead and cut this open. Wrapped in plastic. And there's a good look at the case. It's like a little hard case. It's almost like the type of case a real gun would come in too. Got that same image on the front. It's got some info on the side. Just says it's got some factory information there. And back's just got the same kind of picture. And go ahead and pop these open. Fold back, and this is what you've got inside the case. You've got some instructions, look like this. I kind of watched some videos, like little, another quick review video someone had done online. And there's a piece of foam, and then there's the Glock. It actually feels like metal too. It's got to be plastic, but. And let's take a look here. So that's, you know, there's a lot of toy guns on the market, but this one definitely puts a lot of those to shame. I had looked at some from, you know, there's a couple on Prime. I think a lot of them don't ship to the US, but this one in particular is really sharp looking. Let me try and come around to the front here. And if you wanted to get a good look at it, there's the front there. It's got like these little bronze accents, kind of a copper color. It's got the little string on there. Comes with that. This ring is actually metal here, and then this piece is metal. And I believe these go on the bottom. I think someone had a screwdriver and they attached them. And you've got a couple of the magazines over here. There's a little screwdriver that comes with it. And I didn't say this, but I believe on Tonka Toys website, it was about, I want to say $95 for this. And this is, you know, aside from buying, like, using blanks or something, which I didn't want to do that, this was probably the best, as good as it was going to get. And then it comes with two of these magazines. They've got springs inside there. And you've got the little casings. Well, they're really in there. And these have little springs inside too, you can see right here. And that's for these little red tips you push in there, and then they shoot. And let's go ahead and see here. So let's get this little piece of, I need my knife, cut that off. So yeah, that's pretty sharp looking though. I mean, definitely looks pretty real. I'm sure there's Glocks that have this color scheme in real life. And let's do like a little test run with just the, let's load the empty rounds in there and see how it works. So, one, oops. Two, three. And this is pretty high end for a toy, you know. I don't know. I mean, like I said, you can actually shoot stuff with it. I'll try and shoot something small with that little, one of those little red things, just so you can check it out. But I don't have any plans to actually shoot anything with it. It's just mainly for a prop. And I wanted it to function like a real gun, so that's just why I bought it. And if you want to shoot it just like that, slide and move back, pretty cool. And then you can shoot it. And there you have it. So let's go ahead and try and load up a couple of the tips in here. So you can see, those are little plastic pieces. Nothing special. You can just untwist them. Let's do 3 for now. Just a little test. And throw those back in there. And this has a spring inside, and then just push that in down onto there, like that. And I'm just going to do 3 of them. Holy shit. With springs, they're actually pretty bouncy, so just try not to let them fly out of your hands. If you push them in, they snap in at the end, so. There you go. And then we've got the magazine, so same thing. Just gonna load that like that. And get the gun. This goes right in, and then boom. Yeah, let me go ahead and aim the camera somewhere else so I can shoot something so you guys can see. Moment of truth. So we've got these other 2 pieces here, and these are kind of just more for looks. They're not really, they don't do anything, although they are actually both metal, which is cool. And so how it works, I'm kind of just doing this for the first time myself on camera too. So the bottom of these magazines slides off, and there's a spring in here, so don't let that go flying out, but that comes off of there, and then you can slide this piece on instead, and it kind of looks more like an extended magazine. So you end up with something like this. Pretty weighty. So you get that. And then on the gun itself, on the back, there's a little tiny screw hole right here. And it's really small, but the gun comes with this little screwdriver. You just take the screw out. Take the screw out of there. And there's a little piece here that needs to come out. It's like right in the handle there. Kind of hard to get that. There you go. And it's got these little 2 metal pieces that pop out with this piece. I guess they're just weights, it feels like more so. So you can kind of put those aside for the moment. All right, so we're going to try and start with this side first and see if that goes in. Ah, there we go. And the other screw for the back. Put that in next. And it doesn't go in very far, but I'm not going to use this, or I don't plan to. And that's how you put those on. Basically just a screw there, and then the screw here on the back. Anyways, that's what you end up with. This is a pretty cool toy, I think, when all is said. It looks very realistic. You know, I just had 2 things that I wanted when I bought it, that nothing else, I didn't see any other options that were inexpensive to a degree. This one, you know, you can put in the bullets without the little red caps here. And if you put that in, you can chamber around and then still shoot it. The shells fly out. It's pretty cool. It'll work good for a prop, you know, for anybody else that needs like a prop gun for like a short for some reason, and you want it to actually have a working slide and everything. It doesn't always work perfectly. It jams a lot. I had trouble with the little piece that goes on the bottom, as you saw. I wasn't crazy about that. I definitely recommend it. This is definitely a high-end toy though, And I'm sure there's better versions out there if you want to drop quite a bit of money. For me, I didn't really need anything too fancy. We're just shooting a short, very low budget, and I wanted something that was going to fulfill the purpose and look realistic while not breaking the bank for something I'll probably never use again. But hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'm going to do another one right after this, so you'll probably see that posted if you're into the Rudolph and the red-nosed reindeer Christmas figures. I guess I'll catch you guys next time, and hopefully by then I'm feeling a little bit better. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.